Zane here. Welcome back. Don't forget, hit that subscription, like, and share this video because it's very important because YouTube keeps censoring us. You know, it's a constant on there. I mean, my last 2 weeks of videos have been throttled. I've been unverified. I've been demonetized. I was monetized a while back. Now I'm not monetized anymore. A lot of things are going on, and I'm going to take a video to explain it. You know, you'll be able to, and you've probably seen it already if you've seen my DLive stream. We were gaming on DLive. You've seen that we've added another site. We're with ODYSEE now. You can find us there as well. I would advise to subscribe there because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on YouTube, how much longer before YouTube decides to take me out. But I'm telling you, I'm making plans to move on to the next level and be elsewhere. So I would advise subscribe here, but also subscribe on the other sites that are listed. It's very important. But let's get to this. This is very important because this has to deal with something. And first of all, I'm not against censorship. Not at all. Not one bit. But when you come across something that just really that shouldn't even be there, and you know, you think that that these people have the mentality of, well, we're trying to put out a message out there, but you did it wrong. You did it totally wrong. And this happened, well, when this airs, it was yet the day before. According to KLTV and a couple of other outlets, Tyler County, Texas, Tyler County Grand Jury has indicted Netflix Incorporated in connection with the controversial movie titled Cuties. The grand jury indicted the California-based streaming service on the charge of promoting of a lewd visual material depicting child. State Representative Matt Schaefer tweeted the text of the indictment on Monday. He also included the hashtags, you know those. Netflix indicted by the grand jury in Tyler County for promoting materials in the Cuties film which depicted exhibition of public area of clothed or partially clothed children who was younger than 18 years of age appears to be the prudent interest in sex. Schaefer has said it in his text. Now, according to the grand jury sheet, I think that's what it says there. Let me just bring it up here a second. Did then and there, I'm going to go through that, knowing promote visual materials that depicts the lewd exhibition of genital area of a clothed or partially clothed child who was younger than 18 years at the time. The visual materials were created which appeals to the prudent interest in sex and has no serious literacy, artistic, political, or scientific value to wit. By issuing or selling or providing or delivering or distributing or disseminating or transmitting, publishing, exhibitioning, presenting, advertising the film titled Cuties, also known as Mignonnes, or offering to agree to issue, sell, provide, deliver, distribute, dismantle, transmit, publish, exhibit, present, or advertise said film, and the promotion of said film was authorized or recklessly tolerated by the high managerial agent of Netflix Incorporated. Now, this is a long time coming. This should have happened immediately as soon as they hit our shores. But of course, you know, the tides of justice must take its way, take its pattern on there. You know, if you've been under a rock and you haven't caught on to this, this is a movie that basically you have children, young children, twerking, and you know, some stuff was put on Twitter and stuff like that. I mean, this is just literally, it is just gross in itself. And, you know, that you have a lot of people in Hollywood defending this film, saying, oh, it's because of that you're criticizing a black director. No, we are criticizing a movie where children are exploited. Do you understand? There are laws and regulations. You know, I can't speak for France. You know, not insulting France or anything like that. You know, it's the politicians and the politics of what goes on over there, especially when they reduce the age of consent down to, I think it's 15 and it's going to go down to 13, that they're promoting that. That should tell you alone And I repeat myself, that should tell you alone the mentality that is being placed upon there. Now, you say, well, it's a woman on there. Yeah, but there are other people involved in this movie. Okay, there are many people involved. We've said it before. Where are the 650 audition tapes on there? Where are they? Who has a hold of them? Have they been erased? Which I doubt they're erased, and they're probably being circulated on the dark web, probably, most likely. The other half is, who taught these girls how to twerk? Who taught them? You know, it wasn't looking on videos. You had to have hired somebody to teach them the motions for that, because you have to, you know, if you're doing, as they say, well, this is a dance. Well, let's talk with the dance coordinator and why they were taught this way, and maybe they can shed a light to the whole situation. But as I'm speaking, when I recorded this, the Netflix stock has dropped almost 3% at the when this news broke. And there was another story out that basically, I think it's from Wells Fargo, and they're saying Netflix by the end of the quarter could lose 2.5 million subscribers. That should tell you alone. This is not a political situation. They try to blame, you know, there were the articles, they go, oh, it's the right wing. No, you have people on both sides, every different side you can think of that are against this. The only ones that are not against this are those crazy ones that in Hollywood that are saying, oh, you're doing it because, you know, you're being racist against the director on there. I don't care who directed it. It shouldn't have been done. And I said it in another show. If you use 18-year-olds, you might have been able to get away with it. You might have been able to get away with it. Someone else said it should have been shot a different way. In simpler terms, the dance segment shouldn't have been shot. Just the reaction of the crowd. That's the way it should have been done. Which, you know, I believe this shouldn't have been shot at all. It should not have been shot at all. And like I said, there are many places in the world that don't have the same values as we here in the United States. And you wonder why. You wonder why that people have just turned around and starting to criticize those in Hollywood and on the far left for a situation, because they try to promote stuff like this, which, you know, we're having situations where children are exploited throughout the world, used as slavery and all that. You know, we have the Jeffrey Epstein situation. We have other situations that are going on. And then you have a movie like this come out and Netflix buys into it. And you tout the situation that you try to bend and twist it and say, well, you know, you haven't seen the movie, so you shouldn't judge it. I've seen scenes. The trailer alone should tell you there's a problem. You know, there was a joke on the Babylon Bee, which they had, it was a puppy killer, where they said a movie that showed you not to kill puppies by killing puppies. Think about that for a minute. Put that in the thought. It's a joke, but think about that for a second. Another way is, I think, was it Tim Pool or the court? It's one of the guys that said this, that take, for example, you wanted to do something against, you know, to prevent kids from taking drugs. So you hire kids and inject them with drugs so kids wouldn't use drugs. Put that in your mind. And you might say, that sounds silly, Zane, and all that. But that's what happened here. That's exactly what happened here. And a grand jury came back with an indictment on Netflix. How far is this going to go? I don't know. I think one of the best people that can explain something to this on there, I hope Ricada Law does something like this with Ty Beard, Vic Mignogna's lawyer, because Vic Mignogna's lawyer, Ty Beard, is a Texas lawyer. Gee, golly, Dad, you know, maybe we'll get a nice answer on how the actual charge is promotion lewd visual material depicting child, is the way they put it. It's PC 43.262. I guess, you know, if you want to Google that up and look at the law on that. But I'm not going to go into the law details on that for you. Let someone else do that. But, you know, I want to make this, you know, as short as possible for you. So, in summary, Grand Jury indicts Netflix for this movie. There's a possibility they could lose 2.5 million subscribers. Their stock already tanked on Tuesday, or is tanking. We'll know Wednesday what they'll start at. But it looks just still bad news. And this is more bad news for Hollywood, because this is the situations that are constant. Hollywood is in flames. We're seeing movies being pushed back on there, movie theaters shuttering down. What's left is what's online on there. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be doing some shows giving you some little back insights of lists of movies and TV series you should catch. So look for those shows. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share this video. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, we threw up some gaming videos here and there. Do check out our live feed on dlive.com, which we have done. We've been playing Call of Duty Warzone Plunder, having some fun with that. We did a 2-hour feed the other day. We're also playing Fall Guys. I'm hoping I get a group together to do Among Us, but we'll see what happens with that. So until next time, comment below, continue the conversation, share this video out. Not only mine, share everybody else that's talked about this, because this has to get out. And there are people who haven't heard about this yet, so we got to pass this on before I don't know, this video might get pulled. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So until next time, share it, and I'll be seeing you.
Be seeing you, sir.